Champion City Podcast, where we tell real stories from grinders, hustlers, and everybody on the come up. If you're still in the trenches or you're still trying to get that bag, this for you. This your blueprint, your motivation, your platform. Let's go. What's up, man? Popping it. Y'all enjoying that solo, right? That's fire, man. Friday night, popping. Got artists from Norwalk, California out here. Parkside
Whoa,
Demon.
whoa, what's the deal?
What's
What's
up,
the
everybody,
deal?
man?
How's everybody doing? Shit, I'm out here having a good time.
Uh, 22 or 32 ounce and shit.
Yup. Shit, something like
The
that.
Modelo,
32.
huh? Damn, I thought it was a high
Modelo.
life and shit, dude. You
Nah,
know.
nah, I'm off the Modelo.
I used to pound on the high lifes a lot and shit, dude, when I was younger and shit, man. You know.
Nah, I had to come correct. Nah.
You like the Modelos and shit?
Yeah, nah, just, it gives me a little buzz. I'm a little skinny. I'm trying to get the little
Yeah,
belly,
yeah.
dog. Shit,
Nah, for
fuck.
real.
Nah.
Yeah, you young too. No, how old are you and shit?
23,
23. That's
yeah.
what's up, man. You still got a good metabolism, bro. Like us for sure is I'm 40, bro. So whatever I eat sticks and shit, man.
Yeah,
You
for
know, for a
sure.
minute you start feeling that shit. You know, the camera hasn't switched and shit. All right, for sure. Maybe it's just a yeah, for sure. Yeah, what's up to everybody on the chat? It's our West Best. What's up, man? Thanks for tapping in. Lisa, Moko, everybody, man. Appreciate y'all. That's for sure. But yeah, let's get started with you, bro. So like, how long ago did you get started? Actually, let's go back a little bit, dude. Like, where'd you grow up and all that, man? You know?
Shit, I grew up in Norwalk. I could say Norwalk and Inglewood, both sides, from both sides, because my mom's side of the families are from, like, they're not from the gang Inglewood. Maybe some are, but not all of them,
Yeah.
Like, just family friends are from Inglewood, the gangs and
Oh,
stuff. But
okay. Yeah.
personally, me, like, I had love for everyone from Inglewood because
Mm-hmm.
I grew up on that side too. I used to go to Central Park, like, when I was little, ride my bike there type shit.
San Ella Park. I grew
Yeah.
up right. I didn't grow up right there, but I used to go to San Ella Park a
So,
lot. We used to play soccer on the weekends right there.
So that's kind of like where I was little, and I grew up right there too. So I have love for Inglewood and Norwalk because that was me, bro. Every day,
Yeah,
type shit. I
yeah.
went to school out there. I grew up out there. I would go on the weekends out there to Inglewood, you know. But I
And
was
hang
out,
out with your family
yeah,
from
with
that
my
side and
family.
shit.
Yeah, sometimes I'll stay over here. Sometimes I'll go, you know. But yeah, by all means, like, I was always grew up in Norwalk, and that's fair, you know. That's
Oh,
where
that's what's
everything.
up,
That's
man.
where I
Yeah,
came
born
from.
and raised in basically and shit.
No, I was born in L.A., bro.
Oh, okay.
I don't. To be exact, tell you the truth, I don't even know what hospital I was born at, but I know,
alright.
I was born in L.A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like, I don't know what hospital.
I
Maybe
don't
you were
even
born in a
know.
house like back in the old school
Probably
days and
shit.
shit.
Nah.
Huh?
Nah, I know. I just know I was born in L.A. and shit.
Yeah. But you grew up. All your memories come from the Norwalk area and Inglewood area and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. How is it growing up in Norwalk, bro?
It's like a roller coaster, bro.
Yeah.
It's cool. You have some. It's cool and it's not. Like, it has its pros and cons. Like, personally me, because I just get harassed a lot. By the
Yeah.
cops or like stuff like that. But by all means, it's a good city, bro. Like, don't get it wrong. It's like,
Is it predominantly Hispanics or blacks or whites right there?
Hispanics.
Yeah. Do they have like nice areas too, like every other
Yeah,
city, like the
yeah.
baller places and the
Yeah, they
hood
do.
and shit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, that's what's up, man. What's like the baller place over there? What area is that?
I would say more towards like Foster, because I would say more towards, I don't know how to say, but towards neighborhood, like our enemy's hood, towards that way,
Yeah.
because it's more towards like Downey, going towards like Downey
Oh,
type
okay,
way. So
yeah,
the
yeah.
freeway right there. So I say right, I would
Yeah.
say around that way. There's like 2-story houses. I mean, but don't get me wrong. I'm by where I live too. There's 2-story houses and shit.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
bro.
That's dope. Yeah. I haven't. I've really. I don't think I've ever been to Norwalk. I've been to Downey because the Portos and shit.
Yeah,
Right,
Protos.
like the right there.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh man, that should be fire and shit right there. You know.
Mhm.
You go there too and shit.
Nah, I don't really be in that, but I know where it's
No?
at.
Yeah.
I be
Oh
up there.
man, I love pastries. You can tell I love to eat. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look at me and be like, that fool like to eat. You know. Nah. Bullshit.
Nah,
Or either
eating
drink
too.
and shit.
Nah,
Huh?
I be drinking, eating.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
drink. I only drink on special occasions. So like when
Yeah.
when I'm trying to have a good time, shit, I just.
No,
pop
that's
one.
what's up. Yeah, I try and not to drink too. Well, I used to drink a lot of soda and shit, and I stopped drinking soda because I picked beer over soda. Because they both make you fat, so I couldn't do both and shit.
Yeah, you just gotta pick
And you gotta
one.
eat, right? You can't stop eating and shit. But not so. What's a cool memory you have growing up in Norwalk, bro?
Yeah, honestly,
You call it the walk, right?
yeah, the
That's
walk,
what I noticed. Like I'm from the
walk,
walk, right? Yeah.
a good memory should just probably my childhood, like going to school with everyone I went to school with. like growing up with people, meeting everyone I met because growing up there, those are all
Is
the
it
good
like a
memories.
tight knit community type shit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like all the schools are like near each other, so
Oh,
like
okay.
everyone like kind of knows each other,
Mm-hmm.
So who you like, who you don't like. It's like you're there, It's like
And you see them through high school and shit.
yeah, high
Right?
school,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
just meet up there.
Yeah. What's the dope spot to eat at over there, dude?
Damn, a good spot to eat at.
Yeah, yeah. Like, what's the go to? Like, oh man, I'm gonna hit the motherfucking.
Damn, I
You
don't
know?
even like. I don't know, bro, cause I'm not even picky, bro. I'll hit a Jack in the Box. So
Yeah.
like I would say probably like the Tams right there on Rosecrans, like go get some chili cheese fries.
Oh yeah.
I'll be hit the Tams right there by the town square.
Everybody had a dope
Uh,
chili cheese fry spot,
yeah,
dude.
so
You
I
know?
go there, boom, hit the Tams.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that's what's up, dude. Yeah. I like me some pastrami chili cheese fries and shit.
some
You?
pastrami,
Or the carne
yeah,
asada ones
carne
and shit.
asada too, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Fuck with
fire,
both.
dude, for sure. You like to cook and all that or no?
Nah, I just like to buy.
You
Nah,
like
I'm
to
just
buy it?
hell
Buy
yeah,
it well done already
yeah.
and
That's
shit,
what
no?
shit. I like to buy,
Mm.
dog.
You know, it's trippy. I'm like you too, dude. Like, I'll eat anything except I don't like veggies and shit.
Yeah,
So
veggies,
I
nah.
get some veggies in every now and then, but like to me, when people ask like where you want to eat, it's easier if I just let them pick, because I feel like I'm a simple person. Like, oh, I hit Taco Bell,
Yeah,
man. I hit
me
motherfucking Jack in
too.
the
I hit
Box.
Jags. I hit all that.
The late night Jacks with the
Yeah, I don't
tacos.
care, bro. I'll eat.
Mm.
That's all I know. McDonald's. I fucking go to McDonald's.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's for sure. I actually bought some McCrispy tenders because they just added that shit to the menu, and I saw that shit today. I was getting a Happy Meal for my daughter at the school, and I was like, "Oh, hit me with those McCrispy tenders too, because I'm gonna try those shits out." And I haven't had a chance to eat them. I keep walking around with the McDonald's bag and shit, dude. Nah, but so yeah, so how long you been doing music already, bro?
I could say, damn, since I was a little kid. But to be honest, like doing music on my own, like actually recording and going to studios and stuff, I would say like probably like 5 years ago, because of my homie Pyre. Right now he's in prison. He's doing probably all day.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
pray he comes home. But because of him, I started doing music. That
Like rap music and stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
started because of him, because he came to my city and he did a music video for one of the homies named Forward. He's not from Norwalk, nothing like that, but he did a music video for him, and I met him there, and he was like, "Hey, bro, you make music too?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I got him on Instagram. Literally the next day, he came to pick me up. He said, "I'm gonna take you to the studio." And he took me to the studio, and I literally recorded like one of my first songs, shot my first video within that weekend. And he showed me love.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
was the one pushing me, like, damn. So I was like, actually trying, and then he went to prison again. And then that was it, bro. I kind of like
Mm.
slowed down. I was like, damn, I got to do shit on my own now.
Yeah, yeah.
So then luckily, like I could say like 2 years ago, uh, I could say my good homie, Frenzy the Shooter, I really ran into him, and then because of my homie Jay on my door, I seen him and I was like, hey, what's up? And he had all his equipment and stuff, and I was like, hey, let's run it. And we started shooting ever since then. That was it, bro.
Wow, that's dope.
He's my
dude.
manager now, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now he's managing fucking other artists. It's just like he's getting me features from other people. It's just like he's making it happen. So
Oh yeah, that's
shout
dope,
out to
dude.
him.
It's dope to have like a team, bro. For sure, right? And like everybody knows what to do, and like they bring value to the team and shit, no? Because
Yeah.
otherwise, you imagine you having to do everything and shit. That should be
And
stressful.
I
as
have
fuck,
done
dude,
it, bro. I have, but
Mhm.
it takes longer, bro, because usually like you feel me, you gotta go out here, pay for this video guy, the beat, buy the beat, pay for
Yeah,
studio time, like. And if you have a team, it's basically like you're just like, hey, favor for favor, boom, please come in clutch.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, and then like the more people that are doing it, I think, um, the more opportunities that come out of it, no?
Yeah.
Because everybody knows somebody or they meet somebody through
Mhm.
walks of life or whatever and
Yeah.
shit, And I think, like us, we just met by chance too and shit. Because I think we've been fucking with a lot of other rappers now that people are noticing us too and shit. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, let's plug in and shit,
And then there are other people after this. I guarantee other people are gonna be like, "Oh, let's work." And then
Yeah,
see
yeah,
the
for
numbers. They're
sure.
gonna want to tap in with you. That's just boom, keep running it up.
Yeah.
And that's good for you too, cause your fans come my fans come yours.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I like to network, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Network's key.
No, that does make sense and shit. And then going back to how you started with music, you mentioned before that you've been doing music since you were a little kid, dude. So like explain a little bit about that.
So when I was a little kid, I used to swear I was a shit. I used to have a little flip phone and all.
Oh shit,
Like,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I used to be walking around, putting on my flip phone in
With
front of
the
all my dad's
Ericsson and
homies.
shit.
I used to in front of all my dad's homies and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
looking for them to look at me.
Yeah.
So then my dad would be like, hey, sing a corrido, sing a corrido. And I'll be like, and then which one? And then he'll play it, and then I'll be like, all right. And I'll start singing it. And all his homies, like, now when they see me, they're like, oh, you remember you sing corridos? You sing corridos? Like, no, but I can still do it,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't remember. I really don't, bro. It's like,
It's so
bro,
long
I've
ago.
been through
Like
so
this.
much trauma,
Yeah.
bro, through my whole life. Like, growing up, bro, I went through a lot, bro, and it's hard, like, to maintain through a lot, bro. Like, I go through a lot of emotions,
Like
So,
even now as an adult. And
yeah,
shit?
now as an
Yeah,
adult,
yeah.
I get my emotions and I just break down.
Well, that's what's up, dude. Yeah, and
And,
it's crazy because a lot of homies don't know how to deal with shit,
yeah.
right? And then it's very hard for people to talk to people and shit, no? Or they'll do counseling and things like that, no?
Yeah, counseling never worked for me, bro. I
Yeah.
tried it, and I just always stuck to myself. I can never
Uh-huh.
tell them too much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I always stuck to myself, and I always let it eat me up.
Yeah, yeah. And what kind of trauma you been through, bro? If you don't want to talk about it.
Well, I mean, just growing up since I was a little kid. I lost my mom when I was 1. Honestly,
1 year old?
yeah, I
Damn.
was 1. We're in a car accident. We want to go visit my mom. Visit my mom. We're with my mom, my sister, and my brother. We're gonna go visit my dad in prison.
Uh-huh.
We got into a car accident. It is what it is. My mom ended up,
Oh, man.
she ended up leaving us.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, my dad was in prison, so it's no one's fault. You feel me?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just,
yeah.
it
So
just
it
happens.
worked out and shit,
Yeah.
dude. Damn. Yeah, sorry to hear about that shit, bro.
So that, and
Yeah,
then I was already like, I never really got to meet my mom, bro. To be honest, like I kind of remember what they tell me about her and stuff, but I never really like.
Like you don't have one memory about her, kind of
Yeah,
like
I
what
remember.
she
I
looked
remember
like?
the music she used to listen to, like
Oh, right, yeah,
like they trip out on me because El Columpio. I don't know if you know that song, Columpio.
No.
No, it's old song. They would play it and all that stuff, and they're like, "How do you know that?" I would play, and they're like, "How do you know that song?" And I would tell them about my mom, and they would trip out because my mom, when I was a baby, she used to put the radio to her stomach.
Oh,
That's what
dope.
they would tell me. Cause my mom used to sing too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I barely like recently found out that my mom she used to sing too, like
Oh,
karaoke
dope.
and all that shit. So she always like, so that happened, and then I was already like going to school and like realizing like as a little kid like what's going on. I don't have my mom. My grandma was trying, but like I know who my grandma is. I know who my mom was. Like it was just different. So I would go to school and I would just be me. I would walk home, and I would see people get picked up by their mom, and I would just be like, what,
Yeah, yeah, like Mother's Day type shit is
So I
tough
caught
and
on
shit,
to
no?
it. I caught on to it, and I finally like realized it. But I to this day, bro, I don't accept my mom's gone, bro. I do not accept it. Like I cannot accept that shit. Like what?
Yeah.
Like So being happened, I was already like 6, 7. My uncle gets killed in front of my house. Well,
man.
inside my house.
Like
There's a
gang
drive-by
violence and
shooting.
shit,
Yeah, drive-by shooting, whatever. My uncle gets killed. I lose another father figure to me, because my dad was in another prison, but
Yeah, yeah.
I don't blame him, because I see myself now and I'm like, damn, I gotta slow down because I got a kid too,
Yeah.
So I don't ever blame my dad for any of his actions. Cause I see myself now, I'm like, man, I need to slow down myself because I might end up in the same position. So that's why I realized, and I'm like, I'm I'm the one to stop it, and that's why I'm going this career, and I'm gonna take my son somewhere to
Like change up the what do
yeah,
you call
stop it
the
here.
dynamics of that,
Yeah,
no?
stop it here.
Because otherwise it keeps going, bro.
And I believe in that, bro. I believe in
Yeah.
that. So that's why now I'm still in Norwalk. I got my son still. I'm like, man, you know what? I gotta get out of here. Like, if this rap don't work, shit, I'm gonna go 9 to 5. So I don't care what it is, But my son's gonna have a roof over his head and ain't gonna be here,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm done. That's just it. That's it for my son. My
Yeah,
son.
and it all starts like it's trippy because it starts with like, and again, everybody does what they want, bro. Like I'm not, judging, but it starts with like people getting a nickname, right? Hanging out on the
Yeah.
like when you're hanging out, right? And like you have probably a lot of memories of hanging out with your dad's homies type shit, right?
Yeah, that that
right?
grip and to this day, like, cause I'm from Norwalk, so we have like little meetings and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And I go and they're like, I remember you. I'm like, I remember you too, And I was little, like.
Yeah, yeah.
So I trip out, like all my dad's homies really know me, like
Yeah.
since I was little as a kid, cause my dad lost my mom, so I was only one he had to him, so I was always with my dad, like I had no choice but to be with my dad,
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
Mm.
Like when he got out, like
Yeah,
your
when he
sister
was
and your
out.
brother were all right and shit.
Yeah,
too,
well,
no?
my sister and my brother are from separate dads,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
same
yeah.
mom, but I'm the youngest one out of
Mhm.
all of them,
Oh, okay.
and I have
yeah,
another
yeah.
little sister with a different mom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but that was my dad,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's how that I mean, it's just crazy how things work, and I just see it now. I'm like, damn, it's crazy how I came to where I'm at right now. I came to where I'm at right now, and it's just like
Yeah.
all the shit I've been through, and I'm here now, like, and I'm going to where I want to be, and
Yeah.
I manifest shit, so I know I'm gonna blow up and I'm gonna be rich. I know I
Mm-hmm.
am. I manifest shit, so I
No,
know.
that's dope. Yeah, and I seen your numbers going up, bro. Your music's dope, bro, for sure. Like I fucks with it and shit, man. You know, and like a lot of people fucks with it. Like, I always look when I post shit, how many times are reshared or the likes. Obviously, that tells. And from a lot of the interviewers, yours is one of the top ones and shit too, bro. So it's like a lot of people fuck with you from different areas
And
and
not
all
just
that. You
that, bro.
know?
Not just that, like my music shit. I like showing my reaching out to people, bro. Like if I
Yeah,
could,
yeah,
like if I see someone's going through some hard times and shit, I'll reach out to them, bro, and I'll show them some love. Cause like life's short, bro. Anything could happen, like literally.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like I could leave here right now, boom. Like you never know, bro.
yeah, yeah,
So I like showing my love to everyone, bro. Like just, you never know,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. Not for sure.
And I believe in that for real.
No, yeah, me too, dude. Cause I have memories of visiting my dad in prison, dude. Like, but unfortunately, my mom didn't have a car and shit, dude. So we would have to fucking like meet other families that had their spouses in
Over
prison
there,
too, and we
yeah,
would
and boom,
go
go.
together, or we would go on the bus and shit, bro, early
Yeah,
in the morning and be out there all day just to see him for that
I remember those
visitation and
visits,
shit, dude.
bro.
But
And
yeah, most of my life, my dad was locked up too, in and out and shit,
and the
dude.
crazy part about it that when I was little, they told me my dad was working.
Oh, they try to pull that on you and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so in reality, like I felt bad, but when I growing up, I realized like I was to the police and I realized my dad was in jail. So
mm-hmm.
I felt bad, but I told my grandma, "Hey, you're lying to me. Like you're lying."
Yeah.
And she felt bad, But I felt
She was
bad.
just trying to protect
Yeah,
the
yeah.
mind frame,
But I feel bad now that I'm older. When I was little, I didn't care because I was like, you lied to me, like you told me and he's in jail,
Yeah,
And my grandma felt bad, But me personally, like now I'm older, I feel bad for even, but I understand,
yeah,
like
yeah,
because me personally, I've got booked recently, and my son like shit, he's seen it happen, like sadly,
yeah,
and I was in front of in front of the house, so it happened, whatever it is, but he knew already, my son, and that was crazy because now when I was that little, I didn't know, bro.
yeah,
I
it,
didn't know
yeah,
what was going on. Now my son, he's only 3. He knew I went to jail and everything. Like
mm-hmm.
what? Like I was
Yeah,
3 and I didn't know my dad was in jail.
yeah. Because kids know a lot more because of YouTube and the TV and at school, right? Like,
So it's crazy. I
yeah,
was tripping out. Like I was really tripping out.
yeah. Like, my son's 14 right now, and he smells weed at the schools and shit, dude. And I always ask him. I always talk to my kids straight up because
Yeah.
I feel like they have it better than when I was growing up. Like fighting, they don't have to fight and shit. And then I remember asking him like, "Hey, people smoke drugs like at your school and shit?" Because he's in high school, like ninth grade, and he was like, "Yeah, like I passed by and it smells like marijuana."
Weed.
And in my head, I'm thinking like, "How do you know that's what it smells like?" He
Yeah.
just like, "You just know, like it doesn't take rocket science." And I'm just like, "Well, somebody must have told him." And that's the one thing, like kids are exposed because of other people's kids now too
Yeah.
and shit, dude. So, but it's a trip. Like he knows it and he thinks it's bad. So to me, it's like I rock with that and shit, dude. And I always said like, yeah, don't do drugs because I mean it's just gonna slow you down and shit, man.
It really
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
It really does.
Coming from a person, I mean, I was blazing all day, every day and
Yeah,
shit,
me
dude.
too.
Yeah, yeah.
And even at school, I would always get kicked out and stuff for going. So, me personally, my dad always told me, like, I graduated, bro, thank God I graduated at 17, 16 and a half.
Like high school and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I went to charter school
Oh, dope.
because I was supposed to go. I went to Norwalk High School, but when I was supposed to go the next year, I want to go see my classes or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
And they told me, "Hey, your transcripts at John Glenn," so it was at another high school on the other side. So I was like, "What?" So they basically transferred me.
Damn.
And my dad was like, "You know what? Nah, I'm gonna take you somewhere else." So my dad put me to a charter school, Field of Dreams. It was still right there in Norwalk on Front Street. I went right there, and now it took me 1 year, and I graduated. Like I got on my shit. My dad told me either you're gonna get on your shit or you're just gonna drop out, bro, and just don't even waste your time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just go to school, finish. And I went and I actually did it,
Oh, that's dope, bro.
and I graduated, bro.
I always wondered if charter schools work. I guess they do and shit. No, like if si
Yeah,
tienes ánimo and
and
shit,
honestly,
right?
right there, I was like in a little construction academy or whatever it
Mm-hmm.
was right there at the charter school.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of got me into things. So as soon as I got out of there, I went into union. Boom.
Oh, dope.
So I
So you
started
already
doing.
came with like a mentality to work and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. So I went into union and that's how I started, bro. And then I started fucking up, going to jail. Boy,
That shit
basically
slows
getting
you down
booked.
too, huh?
Getting booked. Cause basically like some cases are like dumb cases. I'll get caught with the homie and it wasn't even no, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then boom, they'll just release me or whatever. Cause
Mhm.
nowadays there are a lot of gun cases are DA rejects. Like
Mhm.
they catch you with a gun by yourself. Cause most of the time I get caught by myself, bro. So
Alright.
2 of my cases I got caught myself, and one time I got caught, one of the homies. But
Yeah, yeah,
I got booked for all 3 of those, regardless, and thank God I
yeah,
dealt.
yeah. And I think me personally, bro, I think that they do that because they wanna they don't know they'll catch you for something bigger later and shit, dude. Like it's just a
Mm-hmm.
slip up
That's
until
what
the big slip, you know?
that's what my dad tells me. Hey, you better slow down because give it 3 years so that shit clears up. Because even after a year or 2, they're gonna bring it back up after you get a serious case. All those
Mhm.
things are gonna come back up.
Yeah, it'll be like, oh, it's not the first time. Oh, he's known, like you know, like yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then they try and throw the book at you
And me
and shit,
personally, every time like the cops always put me over and stuff like that, I tell them, hey, you guys are doing wrong, like because you guys are fucking up because you guys are thinking we're bad people. We're not bad people. I always tell
Mhm.
them we're not bad people. Wait till I actually do something for the community and you guys are not gonna be able to do nothing to us
Yeah,
because we're actually gonna be doing something right, bro. Like
yeah, yeah.
my mentality, I have like Nipsey mentality, bro. Honestly,
Oh,
like
that's
that's
dope.
how I think.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to buy out a whole shopping center in my hood and have the homies working there. If it's flipping burgers, cutting hair, whatever it is, but they're gonna be working
Yeah, that's
and
dope, bro.
making legit money, bro. Like that's what I want.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
mentality.
No,
And
I think that's dope, dude. To have that mentality to be want to help others and shit, dude. You know, because there's a lot of homies that can do talent stuff, but they don't know the business aspect of it, no. So it's like,
and I tell the homies all the time, it's not always about game banging. It's not.
mm-hmm.
It's it's really not. Like it only gets to a certain extent. Like you could do that, but after a certain while, you're gonna have kids. It's gonna get old, and you're gonna want to be there for your kids, and you're gonna want to support them.
Yeah, yeah,
And I only have one son, and that's me. Like I still see myself like I'm gonna go do this. All right, let me do it like this because I got a kid.
yeah.
Like that's
Otherwise,
how.
he'll be struggling, bro.
Yeah,
Right? You know?
and I don't want that for my son. And it is what it is. That's why I'm here, and I'm trying to get rich.
Yeah, nah, that's what's up.
Trying to get
You
rich.
said that a few times already, so I see that's where your mentality is. Like you want to get paid for sure,
Yeah, that's where
and you're
I'm
doing
at.
what it takes and shit. No?
I'm gonna. I manifest it, bro. Like I'm telling you, by the end of this year, bro. I said it here first, bro. I'm gonna be blown up, bro. I know it, bro. Like I know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna stop.
Oh, that's what's up, dude. And you're
Yeah.
young and you got the energy for it too, man, for sure, Um, so like what are some of the artists that inspire you right now, dude, to do music? Like who do you listen to or who do you bump and shit, dude?
Honestly, I listen to a lot of black artists, bro. Honest true.
Like what, sorry?
Black artists, a lot of black
Okay,
artists.
yeah, yeah.
Like Kaylin for real. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if you know who that
I don't
is.
know, no.
Yeah, he's a black artist. I just like him because he sings and shit. Siete, some other black artists too as well. He's
Mm-hmm.
from Compton. I like showing love to blacks because I have songs with blacks and they show me mad love.
Oh, dope.
And I honestly appreciate them because they show me more love sometimes than my own homies do.
Oh, all right.
And like they're that's how they're so successful, bro. That's why I see they're so successful one another, and that's why I want to cut that boundary, and like if I could break that, boom, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be successful too, and I'm gonna put all my peoples on too.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I honestly I grew up to a lot of oldies too, bro.
Oh, all right, yeah, yeah.
Like low riding, Zapping Rogers and shit. Like.
So yeah, I bump a lot of Zapp and Rogers, but I bump oldies when I'm super faded though,
Faded.
man.
Nah,
Yeah,
I, I
yeah.
I grew up into low riding, bro. So
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like all that oldies stuff. If I listen
No.
to like rap, really, like Ice Cube, West Side Connection, Dub C, Mac 10, like that's me, bro. Like
Yeah,
I just like that shit. Like
yeah. That's the music I grew up on.
yeah.
Like when Tupac was out hitting it hard and the Mac 10, Ice Cube, a little after NWA and shit though.
But Raza rappers that I fuck with right now is YNG Active. He's from San Diego. I don't know if you know
I
who that
haven't
is.
heard of him now.
Yeah, YNG Active. I fuck with YNG Active. My homie Little Emmett from the SBS Centennial, but I just did a song with him too. He's
Mm-hmm.
hard. There's some homie Little Smiley too. He's from Banning.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
coming up too, bro. He's next up. So I fuck with a couple. I only fuck with people that fuck with me, dog.
yeah. All right. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
people
yeah.
that like I reach out to and they reach back out to me, then I'm gonna, I'll bump your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mess with me, bro, then I don't got nothing to be in your business.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm all about like if you support me, I'm supportive as well, you know.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
that, bro. That's it.
And that's the way it should be, dude. I think a lot of Hispanics should be collabing with each other and shit, bro, and bringing like the older artists should be bringing out the younger artists and shit.
And
You
I've
know?
reached out to a lot of artists, bro. I've reached out to a lot of artists, and a lot of artists like
Oh, let's put them on blast right now. Who didn't
they,
hit you back up? Nah, I'm
they,
pushing
I was about to grab my phone. They didn't hit me back, and now they're trying to hit me to do music, and I'm cool, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool. It's
That's
cool.
the way it is sometimes. But I'm gonna tell you something coming from I call myself an old man, dude. You know, sometimes you gotta let it go, though, bro.
Yeah,
Like sometimes the opportunity's just right. It wasn't right then, but it's right now.
I do, but
get
I'd
me?
rather just when I see my person, I'll be like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" Like, you know, like
yeah.
I'm that type to
Let's
like,
clear this up. And
yeah,
shit.
like, what's up, bro? Like, how come you didn't fuck with me? And then that's when, you know,
Yeah.
either you fuck with me or you don't, bro. That's the way I am. Like, I don't do that like on the internet. Like, if I hit you and you don't hit me or whatever, and you try to hit me, I'm wait till I get you in person. Like, hey, what's up, bro? Let's work, but what's up? How come you didn't fuck with me then? You know?
Yeah. No, that makes sense and shit, dude. You know, especially when everybody's like, they see you trying to come up, no?
And that's why I fuck with a lot of people like they're not even famous, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that are just coming up, and I listen to the lyrics, bro. And I'm a lyrical person, so I listen to lyrics, bro. And
Oh, all right.
if their music's dope, I'm gonna fucking bump this shit, bro.
Yeah. Who's on your playlist right now and shit, dude? Those, I mean, obviously those rappers and shit, but like, what's your favorite song out right now and shit, dude?
Bradley Park by YNG Active.
Okay, I need to check them out, dude.
Yeah.
YNG Active and shit.
Yeah.
Right? San
Bradley
Diego and
Park.
shit.
Yeah, San Marcos.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
he's
fuck with
hard.
Two Dank out there, but I think she's like
Dank.
Fallbrook and
Oh
shit.
yeah, Too Dank. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
From-
dope.
Yeah, I've seen her.
Yeah. We got an EP that we're gonna launch with her, Young Dopey, and Knockout. It's just been in the works. It's done, but it's just the process of launching music and shit.
Yeah,
you know. So
type.
that's gonna be dope and shit, dude. But yeah, so like you say Hispanics, you bum Hispanics. And what are some of the artists that inspire you, bro? Like Spanish music. You bump Spanish music too. You said no.
Yeah, I do, but who inspired me, bro? Honestly,
You said a lot of black artists and shit, no?
Nah, yeah, I listen to a lot of I support a lot of black artists that support me. You know,
Uh-huh.
that's just the way I see it. Like, if the black artists support me, I'm gonna support them back, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't see it as no racial or nothing like that no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't see it. Like, I get a lot of feedback, bad feedback, because I talk to a lot of blacks or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is, bro. Like, if it's business and it's gonna get my family paid or whatever it is, I'm stepping my foot in that
Yeah.
room. You know
That's
what it is?
funny because I was just talking to somebody about that yesterday, and I was like, yeah, if somebody was to have an issue with you working with somebody, I mean, let's say a black artist is gonna pay you 10K, right, to sign or whatever. Let's say, dude, but a Hispanic comes and tells you like, oh man, you gonna do that shit? Like in my head, I would think, well, you give me 10K, bro, right? Like you get me? Like
Give me
otherwise,
20K. Feel me?
you're
And
fucking
then
with
maybe change my
my
mind.
with my money, kind of like
Yeah.
and shit, like or like. Cause nobody's gonna help you feed your family.
Because that's what I'm trying to say. Like, with the blacks, the way they work, they're so successful because they could be enemies, bro, and they'll still support each other. Not saying that I'm gonna support my enemies,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm saying that's why they're so successful one another. Because they could be Pyrus, Crips, fucking Ubers. Those three
Yeah, you
post each
seen
other.
Mike 10 mess with Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
and
like so
yeah.
like that's all like there's money
YG
involved.
and Nipsey Hussle did
Nipsey,
something
yeah, there's
together
money
and shit,
involved.
right?
Money
Mhm.
involved.
Yeah.
And there's really like Mexicans and blacks. Like the only one that's really I feel like that's really like changed that shit to a lot is Lefty.
Uh-huh.
He's changed a lot of shit between the blacks and
Yeah.
Mexican.
I saw that song he did with is it RJ?
He did a song with RJ.
That video is dope as fuck, dude. Right?
Yeah, he did a song.
That visual and everything.
He did a song with a couple people from out
Mhm.
there from like the Pyrus and shit.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Like the Dodie, a bunch of Crips
Mhm.
and stuff. But that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm gonna step my foot in that room, I'm stepping my foot in there for business. That's what I'm in there for. You know?
That's what's up, dude. Yeah, that's a good
what I'm in
mentality
there
to
for.
have, dude.
I'm
you
in
know,
there
for
to
sure.
make some money. Like I'm in there to network.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the only way I'm in that room.
Yeah. And then going to the Nipsey Hussle and that YG shit, when they made that video with the blue and the red and shit,
Yeah.
damn, that shit was hard as fuck. That's one of the hardest shit I seen.
Yeah,
dude, you know?
and that video
Definitely.
was hard.
For sure,
Rest in
right?
peace, Nipsey.
Yeah, he was doing his
I have his
thing, bro.
I try to keep his mentality too in a way too. Like,
Yeah,
like the way he had his own shopping center. Like
Yeah.
that that's motivation.
yeah,
right
we take a
there.
little bit from him too, bro, because like that whole hustle and motivate movement, like we like to kind of emphasize on that, like grind and elevate, bro. Like we grind hard, but we try and help other homies come up too and shit, dude. Whether they're black too, bro. Like like to me, it doesn't matter if you got talent and you're trying to come up. To me, that's what matters and shit, dude.
Yeah.
Because like that is like talent's always gonna take you places and shit, dude. And it's always gonna bring you hate, I think, and shit too.
Yeah, I get a lot of good animosity, bad animosity. I really take it. I take it all as good, you know.
Yeah. Do you reply
Like
to all the bad comments and shit? You just let it be? Yeah.
I get them. I just let them. I just leave them, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
What are they gonna do to me? What are those comments gonna do to me?
yeah.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
talk me like what? You know?
Yeah. I go and reply to each individual
I
one
wait.
and shit.
I'll wait till they.
Appreciate
I'll wait
it.
till they see me and see if
Yeah.
they keep the same energy. Like, I
Yeah.
don't really
The fucked up part is you'll never know who they are
Yeah,
sometimes.
and
Right,
sometimes you do know who they are, but what are they gonna do? Like
Mhm.
they're enemies. Like what? Like
Oh well, yeah. It's
or they could be some people in fake accounts, whatever it is,
Yeah.
you know. But what are they gonna? What is the comment gonna do? You know,
yeah.
comment's not gonna do nothing to you.
Yeah, at least they watched it or whatever. And
Yeah,
shit,
they're supporting. Like that's cool. Appreciate it.
So yeah, so then like where do you see yourself going, dude? Like what's your plan for like in the way that you take your music and shit?
Um, I just see myself at least. I mean, I see myself successful, bro, and I see my whole team successful as well in a way. Cause I think about it. I'm like, I got a couple more years in my until I hit my prime, bro. Like I'm barely 23. I at least got until I'm 25 to blow up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna blow up before that. You know, you feel me?
Before
Like,
25, that's
hell
your goal
yeah.
and shit? Yeah.
Nah, not even that. I'm gonna blow up by the end of this year. I already said it. You guys heard it here first.
Well, there you go, man.
But
Yeah.
but I'm a blow up, and I just want to I just want to be in the hills, bro. I want my peace, bro. You feel me?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
want to keep working. Have my whole team working too. You know, that's it. That's all.
Yeah.
That's really where I see myself in like a couple years, bro. Just in the hills,
Grinding, making music,
Yeah.
visuals, all that
cars,
shit, dude.
low
Only
riders,
being a business
low riders in
owner.
my driveway. Like
Yeah.
that's just, bro. I really see it.
That's dope, dude. And I seen you were on Hater World too and shit, bro. How did that work out and shit? How did that come about? Like,
Lovely. Shout out to Lovely. She got me on there. She hit up. I think it was Opina. Yeah, Opina hit me up, or yeah, he hit me up on the DM, and then he sent me the info, and then that was it from there. Cause at first she had hit me up, but she sent me the wrong info. I think it was, and then I hit up Opina, and Opina was like, "Oh yeah, I got you," and he sent me the correct info when I got on there, and it was just, I was just barely like, that was just like the beginning of it, you know, the beginning of like it was like last year, but it was the beginning of like when I was first starting everything, bro.
oh, so
It's-
that was a good kickoff and shit, cause you must have got some followers and
Yeah,
all that
I
shit.
did.
from
I
there,
got
no?
good and bad publicity, but
Yeah.
but it's what it is. I really took it all good, you know.
Yeah.
But,
No, that's pretty dope, dude, too, for sure. Like,
shout out to Hater World though.
yeah, for sure. He's doing his damn thing and shit. I honestly, dude, I fuck with that new thing he got called Seek Help. Have you seen that shit?
Seek help? Nah.
Or I guess there's YouTube comments that are so negative, they go out to a different inbox and he has to go and approve them. But some of them are like way out shit, you know?
Yeah.
So he'll read them and post the person that put it, and then give his like, I want to say advice, but that's subtle. Like you might be like, you a bitch, fuck you, kind of, you know, and then and say seek help, like kind of like you need help, bro, you know. But he has a whole segment on that shit, which to me is funny as fuck, bro. You know, that's entertaining and shit, dude. You know, the keyboard warriors or whatever and shit. You know?
Yeah, they be on that.
Yeah. So that's dope that you were on there. That got a good boost, so that pumped you up.
Shout out to Droops. He's on there.
Oh
Shout
yeah,
out to
what's
Droops.
up? Oh, Hood Star TV,
Send it.
man. Shout out to Droops. I mean, he was on here too and shit, dude. You know.
He's Hater World now, no?
Yeah. Yeah, he came and blessed us with his present and
Shout
shit
out.
like that, bro. Too,
Shout
you
out
know.
Droops. I just seen that.
Yeah. He has a lot of
He's
a good
solid.
story and shit, bro.
He's
Too, man.
solid.
You know. Yeah. Yeah, he shows love too, bro. So we try and support him as well
I
too.
support who support me, like I said, and Drew's been supporting me since the jump too. Like
Oh, all right, yeah.
I met him at Hood Stocks
Oh,
with
all right,
my homie
yeah.
Jam Adore.
Uh-huh.
Because my homie Jam Adore used to be right there on the podcast and shit.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen him, the little chubby dude eating shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the homie. Shout out to Jam Adore. But what's it called? Yeah, that's how I met Droops, and from there I haven't met him. I haven't went to Hater roll with him
when
though.
he was there and shit.
Yeah, I gotta link up with him though for sure.
Yeah, yeah. He
Chop it
started
up.
his own channel and shit. The D Hood Star TV
I'm
and
seeing
shit.
that. I seen
He's
that.
doing skits, some funny shit, bro. I
That's
fucks
tight.
with it and shit, bro. And I support him for sure, dude. I follow him and everything, and drop my comments and my likes on that shit because he be doing the same thing to us, bro. And like we like you, like if we show love where they show love and shit
Yeah,
too, dude.
and that's just me, bro. Like if you show love, I'm gonna show love back,
Yeah,
regardless of who you are, bro.
yeah,
You could
yeah,
be Chinese, whatever race you are. You show me love, I'm gonna show you love.
yeah,
Straight
yeah.
up.
Do you consider yourself a shy person and shit, or no?
Yeah, in a way, in a
Like
way.
an introvert type shit, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes it all depends, bro. Like that's why when I'm sipping, I open up more. You feel me?
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
all right,
You gotta get a beer
you
in
got,
you and shit.
I gotta
dude.
get
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
But when I'm just sober, I just be like, fuck,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a boring person. Nah.
You know what? That's funny as
I
fuck,
just think
dude.
about music.
Yeah, that's funny. When we were starting this podcast and shit, I didn't want to be the host, dude. Like I didn't want to fuck with it. Like I wanted to put it together, but I didn't want to like do it.
Be on the mic.
Nah, I didn't want to be on Front Street, But we needed a face for our brand, dude, and it was like, well, fuck it then, the homie didn't want to do it, and I was like, fuck it, I'll do it and shit. But I would always tell him like, damn, I'm boring as fuck, bro. Like what am I gonna talk about and shit like that. And honestly, when I come on here, I feel like a character or something, dude. You get me?
Yeah,
Like,
you
does that
got
make sense
to,
and
yeah.
shit, Because I'm very opinionative, dude, and so I keep a lot of opinions to myself because I learned through time that it's not the best thing to always speak your mind, even though they always say speak your mind and shit. It's
Yeah.
best to just watch and observe and shit, no?
And that's for me. Like I like, yeah, I'm the quiet one, bro. Like
Yeah.
until I see something, I open up. Like, oh,
Yeah.
because I was told what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And if I see something right, I'm just gonna, all right, I'm gonna leave it. But if I see something wrong, I'm gonna open my mouth about it.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Oh, that's what's up, dude. Yeah. And so if you were to get some features by anybody, bro, who would be the one to get a feature from right now?
Why
Like,
is-
who are you looking to work with?
uh, shit, honestly, bro. I've been saying on this whole podcast, but YNG active. I'm telling
Yeah, I
you.
figured you were gonna say him and shit,
Bro, because
dude.
he's up next, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like, or he's already up, kind of in a way. He's
Mhm.
up. I don't know if you know who Little Weirdo is.
Yeah.
Well, he's under Little Weirdo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fuck with Little Weirdo's music.
Yeah.
And shit,
So,
dude. Yeah.
but yeah, bro, that's who I really been on, bro. Like, not even to be like on none of that shit, but I can relate to his shit a lot too. I listen to his stuff.
All right.
So
Yeah. And that's the truth how music works, no? Like music is like a time machine, no? Like to me, like sometimes you listen to some songs and they just remind you of certain things, right? Like me, I can remember when I hear a song, it either reminds me of a certain place in my life or place I was at or something that I liked or hated or whatever. But if I hear a song that was playing at that time in my life, like it takes me back right there,
back
bro.
to where you were. Yeah.
Yeah, like I hear a song and like Friday, for example. Like I bump Friday every Friday on Friday, bro. That Ice Cube one, and it's stupid, right? But
Yeah.
I have a memory of the
that's
homie
true.
in his Super Sport Monte Carlo, rolling one up and shit, bumping loud as fuck, bro.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true. I be thinking about that show all the time too. When we be at Legion Park.
Mm-hmm.
I be listening to songs. I'm like, damn, we used to be at Legion Park bumping that shit like back
Yeah,
then.
and it sometimes
crazy.
it's a good memory, no? And you're just like, this shit's
Yeah.
on my playlist on repeat sometimes and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like I bump Paperboy into Diddy, and the only reason is because that's the first rap song I ever heard, and it was on a tape. My uncle gave me this tape, and it had a radio version on one side and the explicit version on the other side. And this was back when it was cassette tapes, bro. And that was the first song I ever heard, and I wanted to learn all the lyrics, so I wrote it down. So I would write down the lyrics from songs. When I was a little kid, like in elementary and shit, dude. Because I think that song came out in '93 or some shit like that. So I would write down all the lyrics and I would rewind the song and then write the lyric, rewrite the lyric, and then I would try and rap it. And then that's how I would remember songs and shit. Dude,
I would do karaoke too when I was little, bro.
Oh,
That
really?
shit's crazy.
Yeah.
And I would sing corridos. That's
Yeah.
what I would do.
Oh, that's what's up, dude.
I wouldn't know all the lyrics, but I was trying.
It would be like arriba,
Yeah.
estamos ahí.
And I would do it like they shit. Some songs I knew them all though. Don't get me wrong. Some songs I did.
You know Gangsta Wiz and shit?
Who?
He raps with Young Dopey and shit with the homie.
Nah, I know Young Dopey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gangsta Wiz raps too, dude. He's pretty well known and shit. when he first started, I remember he used to make his music on a karaoke machine
Oh, that's
and then
crazy.
put it on. So like the sound effects, like hey, he would make his own sound effects to sound the echo out because he was
That's
on a karaoke
crazy.
machine and shit, And he used to put it on little CDs, and then he had like a lot of the homies bumping his shit, like growing up as kids and shit. But that's how he made his music and shit,
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the first
And
I
that
heard
shit,
that.
honestly, at that time, he already had talent, but he was just fucking around. He just liked doing it and shit, Even to this day, he loves rapping, but he never wanted to be famous or nothing. Like he just wants to rap, bro. Like Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
And he's dope, bro. You
a
should
lot of
check him
people
out
are
and
like
shit.
that, bro. They
Yeah,
be like hardcore rappers and like they're not even known, but they're just so they just fuck with.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
just what they're like, you know.
yeah.
And me personally, this is what I like, bro. But I do it. I do it because I know there's an outcome to it, and
Now
you
you
know,
trying to get paid off of it
yeah,
and shit.
like if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make it a living, you know. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take it all the way. If not, I'm just gonna go get a job, like straight up, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
But I
that's what
know,
you said, no? Like either you blow up or you'll go get
yeah, I go get a
9 to 5 and shit,
Yeah,
dude.
that's what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
But I manifest, bro, and I'm gonna blow up by the end of this shit.
Yeah. And what is it? What are some of the challenges that you have with making music, bro?
I don't, bro. I could just make it, bro. And he
Yeah,
put me a beat, bro. I'll do it
yeah.
easy.
So you not like finding the beat that you like and shit. Like you fuck with any beat or.
Nah. I mean, I like finding the beat I like because I'm obviously there's gonna be one that's gonna blow you up, you know,
Mm-hmm.
or one that's gonna actually hit. Cause mainly on every song, it's really the beat, bro. Cause it could be a boring beat and you say some whack lyrics. It's just like,
Yeah.
but if the beat is is popping and booming and you say some whack lyrics, it's gonna blow up because people are gonna be shaking their head and
Yeah.
because of the
Yeah.
beat, you know.
Yeah.
So it's in reality, that's what it is. And I just try to find, but if like I always get told like, bro, like if you want to do feature, to do feature, put in any beat, bro. Like
All right.
just do it. You know, it's not a
Mm-hmm.
challenge to me.
To me, it is all about the beat. I mean, I don't rap, bro, but when I bump music, like within the first 3-4 seconds, I'll switch it, dude, if it's not a banging beat and shit.
Yeah,
Before
I
you
do
even
that
say
too. I
anything
do
and
that
shit,
too.
Yeah.
I do that too, but like it's not a challenge, bro. Like I'll be like, put it, and then just
Yeah.
I could write to it.
Uh,
You know.
and then sometimes it goes to the cover art. So I like the beat and it's like, oh man, I'm not feeling it, but the cover art looks dope. I'll
Mhm.
probably listen more to the song because of the cover art.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I like bass beats. I like shit you can bump in the car like loud and shit, Yeah, for sure. And what's some of the things you enjoy about making music, dude?
Honestly, this is a hobby, bro. I like doing this. Like I always told myself when I was a little kid that I was gonna do music.
Yeah.
I did when I was a little kid. Like I would always go to like even from since preschool, bro. Like I would always my grandma always told me that I would always go ready to school and like I would go singing in the car and telling that I was a rapper and that I was a singer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like I always felt like I was always gonna be a singer, and like not on no like crazy stuff, but I would always like go to downtown LA because my grandma sews. She makes dresses and stuff like quinceañera dresses, everything. You know, she does all that. So I would go to LA and all like the chinitos, like the Chinese people would be like, hey, like, would stop my grandma and be like, hey, he's gonna be something special.
Uh-huh.
And my grandma would be like, how, like, why? And like, my grandma told me that a couple times, like, my three chinitos, and they would always like, I guess, rub my head, and they would be like, oh, he's like, as soon as they would see me, they'll rub my head, and but he's gonna be something special.
Oh shit. Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
trip that my grandma would tell me that. My
Yeah,
grandma
yeah.
told me like she told me that like probably like 3 years, 4 years ago
Yeah,
already.
yeah, yeah.
But she told me that like when I would go to LA with her, I'll go like the Chinese people would rub my head and I'll say that I was gonna be something and I was gonna be something special.
Oh,
I
that's what's
trip
up.
out now like that. I think about it. I'm like, damn, like
Oh, that's
something.
trippy, dude.
I
Maybe
trip.
that's what's gonna be and shit, huh?
I trip.
You know?
I want to go back and see him again. Tell him I'm here. What's the luck?
Yeah, yeah. No,
You know,
like,
like
when is this happening and shit?
what is it? You know?
They'll be like, be patient.
Yeah, like
Nah, for
damn.
sure, dude. No, that's a trip, dude, for sure. Um, and then so I guess like I see you wearing this sweater right here, dude. The homie pulled up. You put it on. Like, would you want to give a little bit of a shout out right
Oh
there
yeah,
and
shout
shit?
out to Hyde Park Rays. This is my boy right here. If y'all don't tune in, man, y'all missing out because me and him have a collab coming soon. Y'all stay tuned for it. This is not even dropped yet, just to be exact. But I got all the exclusives. Whatever y'all need, y'all make sure y'all tap in with Hyde Park Rays. Straight up.
They have a
On
website
Instagram.
and everything and shit they can
Check
visit.
them out on Instagram, Hyde Park Rays, and I'm sure it has like underscore too. But y'all go tune in because they'll get you right. He'll get you right. straight up.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's
What
my
kind?
people's.
That's what's up, dude. And what kind of collab you have going on, dude? Like clothing collab or like a music collab
Nah,
and
we're
shit?
gonna do a clothing collab. Like we're still in the works on it, but I was thinking about doing like a little demon or something, or doing like his little cause I got another hoodie. He has a Felix.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah,
Felix.
I've seen that one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of want. I was talking, thinking about putting my tattoos on them and stuff, and doing like a little collab,
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
type
Yeah, yeah,
stuff. I
yeah.
was thinking about. We're just still like it's still in the works type stuff, but
Uh-huh.
that's
Oh,
my.
that's what's up, man, for sure. Yeah, and then they say grandma knows best. So that's dope that your grandma raised you, dude. Like in a way, right? Like she was a
My
big
grandma
part of your
raised
life
me.
and shit.
My grandma's done everything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Everything for me, honestly.
Yeah, what's your grandma's name, dude? Shout out to grandma and shit, bro.
Yeah,
You know?
Maria, my
Maria.
grandma. Yeah, shout out to my grandma.
Oh, that's what's
Nah,
up.
but shit, she basically she tried to stop me from doing what I do, but
Yeah, yeah.
she by all means
But it was just you were surrounded by it,
yeah,
right?
by
You
all
know?
means, she
Yeah.
still accepted me for it. Like even now to this day, like I could be a fucking rotten apple, whatever the fuck it is. My grandma's still gonna accept me. Like my grandma's still gonna. I'm, s- that's my grandma.
Yeah, that's dope, dude. And then luckily she was a strong woman and was able to take you in too and shit, huh? Like,
Yeah, my grandma did everything for me, bro.
that's what's up, dude. Take you to school and all that and shit.
Yes, I mean, although sometimes I walk, cause my grandma like she'll take care of my grandpa too. Like my
Mm-hmm.
grandpa has sickness, it's
Oh,
like
all right, yeah, yeah.
so he'll have to go to dialysis and shit, stuff like that. So or he back then he was having surgeries and stuff when I was in high school and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I would have to walk, or like middle school I had to walk and stuff. So I mean it was all good, cause I wouldn't mind it, like that's cool, that's
Yeah,
cool with
yeah,
me.
yeah. And it was all
But
within your community and
yeah,
shit.
but she did everything for me though. She like I would get home, there was food in the kitchen. Like my grandma did everything.
Yeah, that's dope, dude. And so you talked about making the community and shit, dude. Like helping out the community and giving back. Like, what are some ideas you're trying to do to give back, dude?
So for example, like on November and stuff, like 4th of July, I'm sure like my city, cause I really try to get a hold of my the mayor of my city, and I've already got close contact to him and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we already talked about doing cause I already performed in my city hall before. Shout out to my homie Sin the artist. I performed at the city hall, and it was a carnival. So like it was dope because I was performing. I had all my homies on stage. The cops were just there watching us. They couldn't do nothing.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah,
was
yeah.
dope as hell. It was dope.
Oh, that's tight,
And
dude.
then
You like performing on stage and all that?
I
Or you get
mean, yeah,
nervous or anything?
nah. I'm back then. Like my first show was in New Mexico, bro. Trip out. That's a trip.
Mm-hmm.
My first show ever was in New Mexico. Uh,
Who were you opening for right there, or was it your
I wa-
show? Or
it was I think I forgot who it was, but I think it was Lil Maru or something like that. I don't know who opened up that time, but the time I opened up was because the homie Trap Baby. I don't know. So one of the homies from Arizona, I was kicking it with him, and he's the one that got me on stage. Like, want to get on stage? Solid homie. He got me on stage. He told me off of his scene, off of his 30 minutes or whatever, he put some of my songs on there, and I went on
oh,
there.
that's dope, dude. That's love right there
And he
and
put
shit,
me
huh?
and he put me on, bro. He
Yeah,
put me
yeah.
on in my first show ever, bro, in Arizona. I mean, in New Mexico, but shout out to Trap Baby. Cause we went to another show in Arizona too. He put me on there too.
Mm-hmm. And how'd you make these connections and shit, dude?
Um,
Because that's out of state already and shit,
well,
right?
Trap Baby, I met him through the homie Chunks, to my homie Jay Amador. He makes music too, bro. He
Mm-hmm.
do mariachi, all that stuff. He
Oh,
does.
dope.
So I met him through him, and then I just locked in with him. Me and Trap Baby went on a high speed chase. We got arrested together, so we kind of like we got we didn't we just went on a high speed chase just for some bullshit, but they released us the next day type shit, and then
That's just fun when it's all good at the
yeah,
end and
cause
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
cause we knew we were gonna get released type shit. We're like fuck,
Mm.
they're gonna let us go. So we went on a high speed chase, and they released us the next day, and we just were in there. We're just that was the really first connection I really had with him. So we kind of met. Right now he's busted though. I heard too, and they got him in Mexico or something like that.
Oh man.
Yeah, pray for him, but
Mm.
he's the one that got me on my first shows, bro.
Damn, that's dope, dude. So you always had people looking out for you and
Yeah,
shit,
type.
dude. Like trying to help you get put on, basically,
Try,
and shit,
yeah.
right?
All my homies, well, basically my homies from my hood, like
And
I have
then so
connections.
like from your block, there's a couple homies you said that rap, no?
Yeah,
Like how many? Like all youngsters type shit or?
yeah. Oh, nah, one older. I say one older homie.
He's dope.
Sin the artist.
Who?
Sin the artist.
Sin the artist. He's
Yeah,
dope
he's
and shit.
hard. Yeah, he's hard.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah.
He's about his paper and shit, so he just be,
Uh-huh.
And then my little homie Rowdy, we rapping too.
Oh, he be rapping too. Oh yeah, you mentioned the homie that's right here in the back scene and shit, man. You know.
Yeah.
No, that's what's up. We're gonna try and get him on next, dude. You know.
Yeah,
for
let's
sure,
do
man.
it. Let's do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, he's doing it up. Shit, and there's other rappers too. Sporty.
They're a little less known and shit, like barely
they're
coming
known.
up.
They're
yeah?
known.
Uh-huh.
All my homies are known, bro. Like
that's
all
dope.
of them, even
Yeah.
everyone has. They all have numbers, bro. Like
Yeah.
all my homies have numbers.
And
bro.
that's a trip. That's something that I mentioned before too, dude. That like, there's so many artists right now, dude. Like, and that's not negative, bro. I think there's enough for everybody, bro. Like, if there was a million artists, there'll be enough for a million artists, dude. You know. That's one thing that what's his name? What do you say? That guy that used to rap from the East Coast with Tupac. I can't believe I forgot his name. He's fucking famous and shit. Biggie, yeah,
Oh,
Biggie and shit. That's one thing Biggie always said, bro, was that there's enough for everybody and shit, bro. You get me? I mean, look at us. We don't rap. We do a podcast on hip hop music and shit like that, right? And we're like in the back scenes of the hip hop game.
Hey, but
you know,
sooner or later, I'm talking to existence right now too. Y'all gonna blow up. Y'all already know.
We trying and shit, man. We showing love to the people that a lot of people don't show love to, bro. You get
That's
me?
what I'm saying. It's coming, bro.
You know?
That's all you guys need, and it's coming. I see it. That's why I reached out to you guys. I think I told you guys I sent mine, bro. Like,
I always look on the Instagram. Like, I gotta say, it's like trolling. But when somebody reaches out, I be like, oh, let's see what this homie's about. And then I was like, oh, I fucks with his music, bro. Like, this is dope and shit, man. And then I seen how you do a lot of shout outs to other folks, and I was like, oh, that's dope, bro. So he's about helping out people too.
Yeah,
and shit,
because
you know?
that's what it's about, bro. Like, I'm not even like up like that yet, but I get a lot of love, bro. Like, a lot of love from different clothing brands, everything. Why? Because I show love, bro. Like, it is what like that's what it's about, bro. Like, and that's how you get publicity. You get known. People start seeing that shit. Like, little by little, like I just dropped a video today. It just dropped, bro. I'm already like on Instagram. It's already like at 20K views or whatever. But all that goes. They go on my Instagram and see those 20K. They go through my whole page and they see all the promos and they see all that, bro. Everything that gets promoted gets seen, you know.
Yeah.
So regardless,
I think that's dope, dude, for sure. Like, you keep doing that and shit, you know, and you'll be up, dude. I mean, your numbers are getting there and shit, bro. You know, like your music is dope, so that speaks for itself and shit, man.
And I don't just try to bullshit rap either. I try to talk about like real life stuff. You listen to my stuff, like I try to talk about real life situations and stuff.
No, yeah, that's what's up.
And if it's about gang banging, some here and there, you know, like turned up for homies.
It's because that's what you knew and shit too, like, you know.
But I like telling my story too, so that people could relate to it. And if you guys could relate to it, I appreciate you guys for listening. You know, for really.
And it's like a lot of rappers, bro. Like, even like a lot of the black rappers, when you see them come up, they all talk about like the gangster stuff in the beginning, and as they get money and they're living in the mansions and all that, they start rapping about like the big rims and.
Because I got music for girls too. I got all of that.
I honestly, I think there's a big market for girl music, dude. I mean, look at Acquit. There was like a gang of artists that were doing like songs for girls. MB Writers and shit, right? Like a lot of these fools, and they were doing some big shit too. I mean, it's a niche market, right? But I mean, shit, people, we need that right now, dude. I mean, who do you know
for girls? That's why I mentioned the black artist Killing for real. He be making music for girls. That's what I'm saying. Like at his show, bro, I guarantee you, if you go to the show, you'll see more women than you see men there.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up.
And that's me, bro. That's why like I already got all the homies when be on my show. I need to collab with somebody that makes music for women.
Like a different genre and tap into other markets.
Because I could sing too, bro. I make like, if you guys check out my YouTube, I got all that, bro. I got
even the corrido you were singing right here was dope. So tell us a little bit about that, dude. Like, you trying to do some corridos in Spanish?
Yeah, that's coming soon, bro. Honestly, that everyone's pushing me to do it, bro. Everyone's telling me, hey, do it. But I feel like, damn, what if I actually blow up off corridos and I really want to do it? I want to do rap, you know?
Well, it's like one of those things, dude. Like, what is it? Like Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
He didn't want to do that shit, but that shit blew him up, you know? And look, then he did what he wanted to do, and it didn't work out for him and shit.
It's a trip, though, because I'd be like, damn, like, do I stick to rap or do I actually do like corrido? And like, because everyone tells me, do that one. I have another one too that I wrote, and I have another one like halfway done. But I have one, bro, and I'm like, damn, do I want to record him? Because what if I actually blow up off one of those corridos because everyone tells me you can make it, bro. You have
Yeah.
like the looks for you don't look like all these other people that do corridos. You're like
Rancho Humilde is gonna be hitting you up
yeah,
soon
because you're
and
like
shit, you
gangs.
know?
Like basically they trying to say like oh you're hood, like you know you're hood, you got tats and shit. All these other
Yeah.
dudes, they don't have that. And you're gonna be
Yeah.
seeing corridos like you're changing it up now, and I'm
Yeah.
like, but is that really? And I'd be like, is that really what I want to do? You know,
Yeah.
like that. I like this rap, bro. Like it's easy. Like
Yeah.
it's too easy for me.
What
Bro.
do you think of like corridos tumbados and shit?
I like them.
Those are hard, dude, aren't they? Like I
like 'em.
fucks with them and shit, dude.
I recently went to Vegas with King Rodriguez. You know who King Rodriguez is?
No.
Nah.
I told you earlier, I was like, damn, I live under a rock, bro.
Yeah,
like if somebody doesn't point me in a direction.
Well,
you know?
he's blowing up, bro. Well, I
Yeah.
went over there. We went on like we went.
Kevin Rodriguez, you
No,
said?
Kane Rodriguez.
Kane. I'll check him out, bro, for sure.
Yeah, and we went to Vegas. Well, I met him up over there. We went to Vegas and I went with my manager, and there was like a little event, like little like promoters event.
Uh-huh.
So we went out there and we were just kicking it with him. We want to go eat. It was cool, bro. And that shit was like different for me because it was like that was a Spanish scene now, you know, like that's like the whole like
Yeah.
all these people that were there were like all corrido like Spanish singers. So
And
like,
and it's
damn.
trippy because it's a big market, huh? Like you don't
Damn.
even notice it and shit, dude.
And
you know?
I feel, honest truth, I feel there's more money in Spanish music than there is in English.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I really do.
Could be, dude. You gotta have to try it out and shit.
I really
Imagine
do.
if that's like your calling and shit, dude. And you just been like pushing it out.
Yeah,
and
no,
shit,
no,
you
but
know?
I really do feel that there's more money in that because, like, there's not gonna hate like there's no hate in that, like, bro.
Yeah.
In Korea, there's no hate. Like in gang banging, there's like, or like in music, you're gang banging and all that stuff. People
Yeah.
don't like your music. People
Yeah.
throw. But when you're doing a corrido, they're like,
They
oh,
like
shit,
those tails,
yeah.
though, and
like,
shit,
it's
dude.
like you're
And-
getting you're getting your raza to like see it, and they're gonna be like, oh, and they start listening.
Yeah.
Your tios gonna start listening to it, like you know,
Yeah.
and that's where you blow up, bro, because
Yeah.
all your people start reaching
Yeah,
out.
yeah. And you know what's the trip too?
I sure.
People pay you to just sing at their parties and
Yeah,
shit.
and that's what I'm
Or
saying,
like,
like,
hey,
you get paid for gigs.
call ParkSideDemon, dude. And even with that name, would be like ParkSideDemon to come sing some corridos for us and shit, dude. You know?
That's just
Yeah, and you're gonna show up with the pea hat instead of the sombrero and shit. They're gonna be like, this fool don't sing no corridos and
I
shit.
shut
dude,
it
you know?
down.
Yeah,
Watch, stay
yeah.
tuned. I'm gonna just do them now that you guys are saying that.
You
That's
got
it.
to, you got to give it a try, bro, and you know, put your little twist to it. Maybe some corrido with some rap in it and shit. You know?
Nah, I've done the bilingual stuff, like
Yeah?
the rap with the Spanish and
Yeah,
English
yeah.
in it. Yeah, I do.
I like that shit, dude. I
do
think that
it.
shit, it's just dope, dude. You know? When you get to mix it for sure, you know.
Yeah, I can mix it.
But yeah, bro. So we're coming on that hour and shit, bro. Like anything else you want to tell anybody that's watching and shit, dude? You know?
Man, I just want to say shout out to everyone that supports me. Shout out to everyone that doesn't. You know, I'm still gonna do what I do and
Start supporting them and shit.
yeah, but I'm still gonna do what I do. You guys are gonna see me soon. I manifest things. You guys, I'm about to blow up, and I appreciate everyone who watched this. I appreciate the West Factory for showing me love. I appreciate Hyde Park Ray. Shout out to my management and everything. You know.
Yeah.
Shout
Oh,
out
actually,
to
you
you
know
guys.
what? I didn't ask you, dude. You since you've been through through a lot, dude. Like, what's some advice you would give to somebody that is going through something right now, bro? You know?
Take it day by day.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't stay in your head. Take it day by day and just honestly, what I would do is get a schedule, plan a schedule, keep your mind occupied. You know, like if you're thinking about a lot, think about taking some walks, think about going to the beach, schedule some stuff. You feel me? Like schedule that time for yourself to go out and get your own peace. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's where I've got my own peace at. Like I'll get lost, I'll get stuck. I hate being in my room. I get and I would just leave. Like I would go to the beach and I'll get my peace and I feel better, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I say if people are going through a lot, just take it day by day. If you feel you're going through a lot, just leave, go somewhere where you get peace.
Yeah, that's what's up. Even just driving sometimes, bro.
Driving, whatever
right?
gets
Yeah.
whatever gives you peace. If that means buying me smoking in your car, whatever it is, do whatever gives you peace. But that's what everyone needs in
That's
life.
what's up.
Because if you feel you're stressed or whatever it is, it's too much on you. And for what? You could die tomorrow, and you know
And then nothing don't matter.
nothing.
and
It don't
shit.
matter
You
no
get
more.
me?
You're
Yeah.
stressed for what?
Yeah, no, that's a trip. And then that's one thing that I learned in life, bro. Like to me, like I'm happy I made it this far, bro. You get me? Like you know, the way people live sometimes, you don't expect to get to an old, like, I'm not an old age, but you know, I keep saying that shit, but you never expect to get to like 40 or 50, bro. And when you get there, I honestly, I can be straight up honest. If I didn't have kids, I would not have a plan right now, dude. You get me?
Nah, for sure.
And that's a trip, dude, because kids change the way you think, your mentality,
Nah,
you know, and all
yeah,
that, dude, you know?
it changed me for sure a lot.
Yeah.
It slowed me down too.
So it's a
Yeah.
trip, dude. So, and then when, like, now that I'm at this age, like, rarely does anything bother me, bro. Like, I'm about getting paid and all that shit and
Yeah,
helping
me
others
too.
get paid and all that, you know?
That's what I'm about. Business,
So
bro.
like sometimes I'll hit up artists or whatever and they're not ready yet. You get me? And I just be like, fuck it. You get me? Right? Like move on to the next one because
And
the train don't
that's why
stop, bro. You get
that's why
me?
I said, man, I gotta take the opportunity, bro. Like whatever opportunity I get, I'm going. You know,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that's just the only way. Not even that, like support one another. That's the key too. You know,
yeah,
like once you support someone else, they're gonna support you. Fan base. That's the best thing to do.
yeah, for sure, dude. You know, and then communicating with your fan base too, right? Because you know, like they're you're inspiring a lot of people too, and sometimes they just want to hear like, hey, the what's up, bro? Like, hey, thanks for tapping in and shit. You get me?
Yeah, I've heard that
Yeah,
a lot of people. Like I don't see myself like how people see me sometimes, bro. Like
yeah,
I reach out to a lot of people, they be like, "What the fuck?" Like, bro, like I reached out to a bunch of people, and they be like, "Damn, what the you're like." You follow me back? I'm like, hell yeah, I follow you back.
yeah, yeah,
And this trip, bro, I'm like, what? How am I? You know, I don't see myself different than them. You know,
yeah. No,
I'm
that's
the same
dope, dude.
person, bro. I'm like, what the hell? Like, it's a trip that people actually like see me like that. You know.
Yeah, you're a humble dude,
And I'd
dude.
be
That's
like,
what's
come
up,
on, let's
man.
go
You
to the
know?
studio. Like I be telling like little kids be hitting me up. I'd be like,
Yeah,
man, like first, you know, where your people from? You know,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
all right, let's go to the studio. I'll take you to the studio.
And that's the only thing that the gangs like they do
Yeah, there's
stop you. They
boundaries,
do
man.
slow you down in some way,
In
dude.
some
You know,
ways,
right?
yeah,
You know, and you just gotta move a smart way. You know,
yeah.
for sure, dude. You
But
know?
even that, like, I don't wish no battle against any upon any of my
Yeah, for
enemies.
sure.
Like,
Yeah, yeah,
and if it comes, it comes. You know,
yeah,
it's the way it is. You know.
yeah, yeah.
But I don't wish no battle against nobody.
Yeah, yeah, and you seem like a positive dude and all that, bro. You know, and I think I definitely wish you the best of luck, dude. And I
Likewise.
think we'll be in touch a little bit more and all that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
let's
You know,
do
for sure we're
something.
tapped in now. What advice would you give to somebody that is barely starting to rap, bro, or corridos or whatever? Like let's say they just wrote their first rap on a notebook or their phone and they about to pick up the mic, bro.
Do whatever it takes, even if you don't have a studio or anything. Record through your phone. Record anything. Just drop content. That's it.
Yeah, yeah,
No matter what, they're gonna hear you, and people are gonna hear your lyrics. They're gonna hear what you gotta say, and they're gonna pick you up. No matter what it is, bro. Like recently, I dropped the whole project and I recorded it myself. I didn't know how to engineer it, not one bit,
and
bro.
you did it yourself and shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did
that's
it
what's up,
myself.
dude.
My last project I dropped actually,
Mm-hmm.
true story too. I did it my whole self.
That's
I
what's
like
up.
engineered everything, bro. And I don't know how to do that, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
So I personally just well, there's nothing that can stop you, bro. Like
yeah.
if you want to do it and you want to start, download fucking BandLab, download something,
A
do
lot of homies
something,
record on BandLab and
do
shit,
it,
dude. You know?
just do
Yeah.
it. And if it don't sound good, keep doing it until you perfect it and drop it. That's it.
Yeah.
I just that's all I recommend to someone starting. Don't let nothing stop you, even if it's money, whatever it is. Just go pursue it. You know, like there's a lot of apps. Record, do a live video, bro.
Yeah.
Record yourself reading the lyrics with the beat. Maybe someone will be like, "Oh, let's go record," and then you'll get picked. You know,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
will fuck with
Somebody will
you,
fuck with you and shit, dude, you
and you
know?
get in the studio.
Yeah.
That's how I started, bro. I started like that too, bro. People will record. I'll be like, "Hey, here, record me," and I'll put the beat on. I'll just start saying it, and I'll post it. It'll get views, bro, and people hit me
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Let me get on it. Let me get on it.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll book
And
the
you started
session.
with 0 followers, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody else and shit too, right?
Actually,
Yeah.
I started with 300 followers, bro. Beginning of last year, and
Yeah.
now I'm at like 3,000, almost 500,
Cause
bro.
cause you had a social media just for like personal use and
Yeah,
shit.
no, what in the beginning, I just had like a 300, bro. It wasn't even like a artist page like that, and then I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
boom converted to artist page.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
But I wouldn't really like take it serious. I post like little like SoundCloud songs and shit. But it was never serious on our platforms like it is now. Like
Yeah, yeah.
now you catch me on our platforms, ParkSideDemon, you know, on everything.
Yeah. Oh, and then last question, dude. Like, how'd you get the name ParkSideDemon?
Honest truth, I used to go by Old True.
Oh, true. Like
Yeah.
OH and true.
OUUTRUE.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I got True by my last name, my last name True, and then
Oh,
Hero,
okay.
so
Yeah,
True,
yeah.
So that's kind of like my nickname.
It's a more approachable name too, dude.
Yeah, so that
I'll be more inclined to speak to Old True than a Parkside Demon
yeah,
and
so oh
shit.
True, so but then it got hectic where I would get detained and shit, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're old True," and I'll be like, "Damn!" Like
uh,
the cops and this and that, old True, like they'll come bring it up to me all the time, and I finally accepted it. I was like, I'm gonna change my name, Parkside Demon. Like
yeah, yeah,
very. They would call me Demon, like Demon. Like
yeah, yeah,
I was like, fuck, I'm from the Parkside Demon. So I
yeah,
just did the
yeah.
Parkside Demon, and then the cops know me now as Parkside Demon. So it's like, it is what it is, regardless of what it is. Like they're gonna catch on to
Yeah, yeah.
So I just left it at that. But that's why honestly I switched my name from Old True to Parkside Demon because due to the cops and shit,
Yeah,
like they
yeah.
was fucking with me and trying to like harass me. But I just left it now. Now I finally accepted it, and that's cool. They can fuck with me all they want, but they don't got nothing on me, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you just moving legit and doing
Yeah,
your
they gonna
thing
get
for
mad
real
when I'm
and shit,
getting
dude.
get higher salary than they ass.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Esa West Best? Appreciate you using those emojis, dude. I put those for y'all right there, man. It's a, I don't know if you can see them from there, but the blue flame emoji and then bandana over the face.
Alright.
So that it gives access to like people that are members. They can use special emojis and shit.
Emojis.
I'm creating the gifts right now. So I'm doing like little Smurfs laughing and shit, or like like little things
Smurf?
like that and shit. Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. That I have a homie that rest in peace, Smurf. Those Smurf
Oh,
and
all
shit.
right, yeah, yeah.
Hey, Sticky Situation. That's a dope song. I appreciate it, bro. It's on our platforms. Go
They
run
fucks
that
with
up.
it and shit,
I'm
huh?
gonna drop a music video to it soon, so y'all be ready for that. I just dropped the song today, so y'all go tune in with that.
Somebody said, Georgie, she's pregnant. It ain't mine. Nah. Nah. Oh yeah, I said that was the last question. So you have your son. How old is your son, dude?
3 years old.
3 years? Damn, that's
Yeah.
nice, bro. They grow so fast too,
Yeah,
huh?
he's big already. That's my
Yeah,
baby
yeah.
boy. Yeah.
That's what's up. You're married and stuff, or?
Nah, I'm in a sticky situation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. That happens, bro.
But
Especially with young love, it's
yeah,
for sure.
but personally right now I'm just pursuing my career, I'm just
You,
pursuing my
yeah,
career and if it comes, it comes. If not, I really don't
yeah,
mind chasing it or not.
yeah, yeah. And
Like I'm not into love right now. Like I'm just trying to like work on myself because I owe it to myself, you know?
yeah,
Cuz I threw myself out there a lot like in a way like I not took a lot of time for myself, but I wanted to do a lot and I feel like I couldn't
yeah, yeah,
in a way, and now I'm doing it, and I'm gonna do it now.
yeah.
Not no shit against nobody, but like, fuck.
Nah, and then one of the things, dude. People might take this the wrong way, but I'll try and say it like in good words and shit, dude. To me, you as a man, bro, like everything's gonna come and go and shit, no? But as long as you maintain who you are, your papers right,
Yeah,
you can self sustain yourself and your family. Nobody can ever take that from you,
and
bro.
I'm solid, like I
Yeah,
said, bro.
yeah.
I'm solid, like I said, bro, and
Mm-hmm.
like I said, I'm not like the love's gonna come when it's right,
Yeah, yeah,
like I'm not looking for it. It's not like I'm not like really like oh I need it.
yeah, yeah,
Because right now what I need is my self love. I need to get to where I want to get
yeah.
before it gets too late, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Because I could be losing my mind over all this, and I could be game banging, doing this, doing that. I could be in jail. I could get shot. Something could happen over
Yeah,
losing my mind over the way I love. You feel me?
yeah, yeah.
So that's why I seen it like, man, I can't lose myself like that no more. I'm just gonna pursue my career and that's it. Like if it's gonna come, then I'm gonna accept it. If not, then I know how to let it go.
That's what's up, bro. Well said too, for sure, man.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's it, bro.
Yeah.
I think shout out to everybody that was on the chat. It's always best said
Shout out to everybody.
for every month we stay subscribed, our name should have a little Smurf that upgrades.
Upgrades.
I could try that, man. The trippy part is like I don't know how to use a lot of this shit.
So you
So
just
I barely found out how to put the emojis, and then I had to size them and shit. So I was like stuck for like an hour, like, oh, this one's too big. Then so I learned how to use Canva,
Yeah.
and that's where I make a lot of the flyers, the
Yeah.
covers for the music and all
That's
that
tight.
shit. So then I was going back and forth on the computer, and then, So I finally got them, and then I saw you can make your own gifts, and I was like, oh fuck, now I gotta make those, but I don't know how. So I started looking into how to make them and shit, so we can have our own
That's
custom
tight.
shit, dude. You know.
Right.
And like I told you, everything right here, we just learn how to use
Learn.
ourselves and
That's
shit, bro.
hard,
You know.
bro.
And
It's
you seen
coming.
earlier, I was trying to get the volume, and I thought it was the equipment, and the volume was on
Yeah.
off and shit, dude.
It's coming.
That
It's
shit
coming.
happened. But nah, yeah, for the members, man, we're gonna try and do something special. I already told y'all we got the what if sections. I'm doing a little bit of some skits. I took that from Droops, man. You know that he's doing some funny shit. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot, man. You know.
That's right.
And then we're gonna try and point y'all out. You know, like a little bit more shout out, giveaways, all that good stuff, man. You know. But I appreciate everybody that tapped in. I didn't really go through the chat today, but I'll give it a quick little look, man. You know. Ese tocayo, salute. Shout out to Izzy, man. Thanks, homie, for tapping in. Droops, Lisa,
Shout out to
Salazar.
Shout out to everybody.
Everybody that tapped in, man. Appreciate y'all and all that. Hey, after this, make sure y'all go and y'all drop a comment. Help us out with the algorithm,
Make
man.
sure
You
y'all
know?
subscribe as well. Make sure
Yeah,
y'all
gotta subscribe, man. It don't. It's free to subscribe and shit.
Yeah, it
too,
don't
man,
hurt.
you
It
know?
don't hurt to support.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, I appreciate y'all. Anything you want to say, dude?
Man, just I appreciate you guys for watching me, and I hope you guys enjoyed the story had to say, and I appreciate you, bro.
For sure, dude. Yeah. Yeah, and thanks for everybody. Oh, the emojis, dude. I made them, bro. I use AI generation with a little bit of Canva and a little bit of Photoshop, and then I put them together, and then that's how we came up with them and shit, dude. You know, and we uploaded them onto YouTube and shit, dude. You know, that's what's up. But yeah, thanks for everybody that tapped in. It's Friday night. It's time to get the party started right on time to get
Hell
the
yeah.
khakis creased
And
up.
last but not least, shout out to my management, Frenzy Management. Man, we going up this year.
That's what's up,
All
man.
of
Y'all
our
grinding.
artists, all of his artists, we're going up. If
Yeah.
not, if it's not by me, I know the team got me. You feel me?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if I blow up, I got y'all. You know,
Yeah.
it's all
It's gonna
all
be one of
team.
y'all and shit, right?
So
It's a
Frenzy
numbers
Management,
game and
we
shit.
going up. Just know that.
Nah,
sure.
that shout out to your whole team, bro, and to
And
everybody.
shout out to High Park Rays, for real. They always
For
get
sure.
me right with all my agreement. They sponsor me, bro. So it is with all the gear they get. I'm getting it. So y'all stay tuned, whether y'all like it or not.
Unreleased right there too. He said.
Whether
and shit,
I'm
man.
getting all their gear, whether y'all like it or not, y'all gonna see me rocking it. So
That's
hey,
what's
y'all
up,
make sure
man.
y'all tune in.
That's what's up. Appreciate y'all and everybody, man. It's Friday night. Let's get the party started.
Let's do it.
And drop a comment, subscribe, and all that, man. Have a great night, everybody.
Yup.
Champion City Podcast, where we tell real stories from grinders, hustlers, and everybody on the come up. If you're still in the trenches or you still trying to get that bag, this for you. This your blueprint, your motivation, your platform. Let's go.